Hello children, today we are going to learn about a new lesson. Form 3, first term, Chapter 7, Reflection of Light. In this chapter, we are going to learn the reflection at a plane surface and use of the laws of reflection. Let's go and see. Laws of reflection. Before we going to learn about the laws of reflection, we have to know about what is reflection. Okay, my dear children, what do you know about reflection? Yes, very good. The reflection is the bouncing back of light from a surface. What is reflection? Reflection is the bouncing back of light from a surface. Look at the picture very carefully. In that picture, you can see a mirror. The light from the object travels towards the mirror. This ray of light is known as the incident ray. The pink color ray that shows you the incident ray. It hits the mirror and gets reflected off the surface of the mirror. This ray of light is known as the reflected ray. The green color that shows you the reflected ray. The reflected ray enters our eyes, allowing us to see the image in the mirror. Okay, then look at the picture again very carefully. You can see there is a normal in between the incident ray and the reflected ray. Between the incident ray and the normal, there is an angle created. This is called angle of incident. And the angle which create between the reflected ray and the normal is called angle of reflection. Let's go and see what are the laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. In the previous slide, you have learned what is incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal. Let's learn about the laws of reflection. First law, the incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal to the reflecting surface are all on the same plane. Can you remember, my dear children? In the previous slide, we saw how the incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal are all on same plane. So, the first law of reflection is the incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal to the reflecting surface are all on same plane. Second law of reflection. The angle of incident is equal to the angle of reflection. Can you remember what is an angle of incident and what is an angle of reflection? Very good. The angle of incident is the angle between the normal and the incident ray. The angle of reflection is the angle between the normal and the reflected ray. We can represent the angle of incident with simple I and the angle of reflection with simple R. So, the second law of reflection is the angle of incident is equal to the angle of reflection. When we are learning about the reflection, we have to learn about the regular reflection and irregular reflection. What is regular reflection? When light falls on a smooth uniform surface, light rays are reflected parallel in the same direction. Here, my dear children, look at the picture very carefully. In that picture, you can see how the incident rays and the reflected rays are acting on a regular reflection. When there is a regular reflection, the reflected rays are parallel to the incident rays and they reflected to the same direction. So, when there is a regular reflection, the surface should be a smooth surface. When light falls on a smooth uniform surface, light rays are reflected parallel in the same direction is a regular reflection. Let's go and see what is an irregular reflection. Then what is an irregular reflection? Yes, when light rays hits a dull or rough surface, light rays get reflected in all directions. Look at the picture very carefully. In that picture, we can see the incident rays and the reflected rays are not parallel and they reflect in all directions. So, when there is an irregular reflection, the light rays hits a dull or rough surface, the light rays get reflected in all directions. If there is a regular reflection, the surface may be a dull or rough surface. Okay, my dear children, I hope all of you can understand about regular reflection and irregular reflection. Images formed by a plane mirror. Regular reflections occurs at a plane mirror. Look at the picture very carefully. In this picture, you can see there is an object which kept in front of a plane mirror. There is an image which is formed to the opposite of the object. When there is an image formed by a plane mirror, that image has common characters. Okay, let's go and see what are the characteristics of this image which formed by a plane mirror. The first one is the image is upright. In the previous picture also, you can see the image of that object is upright. The second character of the image is the image has the same size as the object. When we get an image by a plane mirror, that the size of the image is same to the size of the object. The third one is the image is inverted laterally. That means the left side of the object will appear on the right side of the image. The right side of the object will appear on the left side in the image. So, when there is an image which formed by a plane mirror, the image is inverted laterally. Next character is the image formed by a plane mirror is virtual. The image formed by the plane mirror cannot be captured on a screen. So, we can't see the image. Real image can be captured or projected onto a screen. Therefore, the image formed by a plane mirror is virtual. The last character of an image formed by a plane mirror is the distance of the image from the mirror is equal to the distance of the object from the mirror. Can you remember, my dear children? In that previous picture, we can see the distance of the image from the mirror is equal to the distance of the object from mirror. These are the characteristics of image formed by a plane mirror. Okay, now we are going to learn about a periscope. What is a periscope? Yes, very good. It is an instrument that can be used to observe things from a hidden position. It is made up of mirrors placed at an angle of 45 degrees at each end of the tube. Look at the picture very carefully. In that picture shows you how the light rays will go from the object to the observer through a periscope. The light rays are reflected twice in the periscope. The mirrors are positioned such that the reflected rays leaving the first mirror will hit the second mirror as an incident ray. This incident ray will then be reflected by the second mirror into our eyes. So, this is the way how a periscope allows us to see things that are out of our direct field of vision. I hope all of you can understand about the periscope and how it works. We will meet very soon with another video. Thank you very much, my dear children. Stay safe.